Good morning, and welcome to Hometown Values with Shoreline Hometown Credit Union, a weekly 5-minute feature here on the Lakeshore's Good Neighbor, WOMT.
Hometown Values, Hometown Rewards.
Welcome back, listeners. Hometown Values every Friday morning here on WOMT and streaming online, WMTRadio.com, with podcasting every week. If you ever miss one of our shows, simply visit the website, go to the podcast page, and click on Hometown Values, and there you can listen to Kyle and Brad and I all day long.
You know it.
True story.
Sounds like a great day.
Hit repeat, hit repeat, hit repeat, right? Question of the day, gentlemen. I don't even want to ask you, Kyle. You're going to come up with some answer. Brad, I'm going to ask you. Do you know why the vegan went fishing?
I do not.
No, just for the halibut.
Halibut.
Yes. Get it? Right? Kyle? No.
I understand it. My grandfather actually used to tell me that, like, I don't know, 30 years ago, he went to a restaurant just for the halibut.
Oh,
yeah.
What's the vegan going to do? Catch and release?
That's even better. Oh, I like that. That is, wow. Hey, it is that time of the month. We got fraud alert here on Hometown Values. Brad, all the fraud, they're all gone. We have reports.
We've solved them all by this radio
We've solved
show.
all the fraud in the world.
Gosh,
We are
that'd be
just
nice,
doing
right?
just doing the work out there. But
yeah.
unfortunately, no.
Bad guys stop?
They don't.
No.
No, they always kind of try and come at some different angle. But really, this one's hitting kind of locally here. There's some other financial institutions being impacted by this, and their bad guys are kind of coming at people right now, trying to spoof or impersonate financial institution fraud departments by texting our members, texting them. The texts appear to be coming from legitimate businesses' phone numbers aimed at trying to trick you to click on links, provide information that you shouldn't be divulging to bad guys or even us over the phone, because we're not going to ask you for it. Our fraud team, this specifically is kind of going to focus around text messages today. Our fraud team will text. That's the first line of communication. It's the one that's responded to the most over an email or a phone call from a number you don't recognize. But if there's no response that comes to the text message that comes out from our fraud department, we will reach out to you by email if you have an email on file. And if we still don't get a response from the text or from the email that we sent, you will get a phone call from our fraud department. Kind of want to lay the foundation here of the way that process is supposed to look. Looking at a legitimate text message from our fraud department, it's got the name of Shoreline CU on there. It's got a date of the transaction, the last four of the card, and then transactional information. And all we want from you is a yes or no response. Did I do this or did you not? Yes or no, and that's it. The bad guys, when those texts are coming from them, it's got a different message. It's creating urgency or creating panic in you to try and get you to slip up. Your card has been locked. Your account has been shut down, trying to get you to kind of panic. To protect your account, please visit this link that's embedded in this text message. Do not click on any links. It will probably start downloading either some malicious malware on your phone that will help them take over your phone or take you to a bogus-looking website asking you to put in your online banking information. Do not do that. Card starting with, so where we will say the last four of this card. The bad guys will say a card starting with, and I don't know if you know this, but every card issued by a financial institution starts with the same certain set of numbers. That is one of those bogus things.
I was surprised to hear that, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the same financial institution, all their cards start with the same four numbers.
Depending on the different, depending on the card program type. Credit cards are different than debits.
Interesting. I did not know that.
MasterCard.
Okay. Which is why then they say starts with, because
they can cast a wide net with that then. Yep. And it looks legit. Please click this link and provide on the secure website to provide your PIN for your debit card for validation. All these things that they're trying to get at with more information. Red flags there, unexpected contact, urgency to act now and provide more information, and resolving some kind of problem is kind of the angle that they take on you. Be skeptical, and I really want to hammer this home. We've talked about this a few times on the fraud alerts. We will never ask you for your full social security number, your online banking username and password, your full card number, expiration date, and the verification code on the back, the big three. We will not ask you for these pieces of information. If you were to get hooked and get in a conversation with somebody and you start getting asked for these pieces of information, that's where you need to be heads up.
Yeah.
So if you entered any information, if you gave them anything, contact us immediately. We'll work on doing anything we can to secure your account prior to any money coming out that you didn't authorize. Get on our app. Use our card controls. If it's debit card or credit card related, freeze your card. Set up e-alerts. On our app, you can set a notification if there's any transaction done with a card. Send me a text message, send me an email. We have methods there to monitor your account and to keep you up to date on what is actually happening on your account. If you question anything, call us. We will tell you if it's legitimate or not.
If it feels wrong, it usually is. That's the moral of it, right?
And at the end of the day, we've talked about this too. Like, if you suspect anything, just call your local financial institution, call Shoreline, and you guys will talk to them directly. What is the best way of reaching out to you guys? Because this is great information for the whole community to know.
Phone number is 920-482-3700 or shorelinecu.org.
We'll talk to you guys again next week here on WOMT.
Thanks for listening to Hometown Values with Shoreline Hometown Credit Union. Tune in again next Friday morning at approximately 11:20 for another episode. Or download the podcast anytime at WOMTradio.com. Shoreline Hometown Credit Union, your local hometown credit union focusing on hometown values. Hometown Rewards. You're listening to a C. Hafer broadcasting station.
Shoreline Hometown Credit Union. Hometown values, hometown rewards.